one of our reasons we are together is because we say, let's go travel together, let's make a life traveling. So, haters, is, I mean, what can I say? What can I say? If you want a version of Marwa that still going to the night like in Colombia, you don't love Marwa. You don't love him because you don't want to see his growth. You don't want change. So you probably are a person that lack of change, so you don't upgrade yourself and you pretend that others are not going to upgrade. I met Marwa in a synergy. We made a synergy, like our energies were totally compatible because he and me, we were both ready to create a family.
Hello, greetings, you, my family. How are you doing? Wagwan, greetings to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'm okay. We thank God for today. We thank God for this hour because there's a video which I uploaded the other time, but I had not finished it. So we are continuing with Rocío Mom because I was to react on Rocío Mom and Mother Sensu, but now there was no power. Anyway, feel welcome, everyone. If it is your first time to be in Pamela's World Kenya channel, please feel welcome, relax, enjoy the video, and let me know what you think about today's video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe, give the video a like, and share the video. So now we are going to check on Rocío Mom, because Rocío Mom, as always, Rocío Mom always criticize people, and if you haven't sent them maybe $20, $30, they will brand you as a hater. Whatever you tell them, no, you are not on their side. So she's trying to tell the uncles and the aunties of the internet not to try to tell them how to raise their baby because they also have their time. But for the loving aunties and the loving uncles, they are very happy. But those the other haters, mbasheto. I wrote it somewhere here. It is mbasito, kapesa. So these are like now insult. Rocío Mom is trying to insult the reactors. Mbaseto. So someone like me, you say mbaseto. I get nothing. Huh? It does not move me at all because you want to maybe say something. Use a language which I can understand. So mbaseto. Sometimes you can use mbaseto, then I smile with you like this. Maybe you meant something wrong, but me, I'm just smiling. So I'm smiling at mbaseto because I don't understand anything. So Rocío Mom, as usual, trying to show that she knows it all. Yeah, when it comes to raising a baby, the scientists have told them what to do, and even the doula, all those people have told them what to do. The socks are not supposed to be. The children are not supposed to wear socks because of the what they have information from different people. They are googling it, they get it from the Instagram. So people are contacting them in the Instagram, YouTube, both Marwa and her, you see. So all these people who contact you in Instagram, Marwa, and YouTube, all these people are your enemies or your haters, because if someone tell you something which maybe is just benefiting you, these are people who love you. But because the only people whom they know love them are the people who donate to them, maybe when they are on their live stream, $20, $30, $100. So these are the people whom they take like people who love them. They are forgetting even the people who are commenting. They view their channel and they make them be paid every month. But when they see people who donate to them $20, $30, they start promising them, oh, thank you, mom. Oh, thank you, so and so. Thank you, mom. When you come to the village, we will drive you with our car, the new car, safari car. Oh, thank you, mom. We will slaughter you a goat. You will drink goat meat soup. You see? So these are the people whom they consider only as people who love them. They are forgetting the millions and millions of views they get monthly comes from these people who support them through viewing, giving them advice, and they brand them haters. So you don't understand them. And then they don't want to be told anything. They want people to leave them. At the same time, they are public figures, they are celebs. So you wonder, which is which now? Because they are confusing themselves, not me. Me, you cannot confuse. You are out here in public. Your videos are public videos. You put your life in public. then you still want to be private. You get money out of public videos you posted, and you still want people to treat you like a private person. It can never work. Even people whom you are saying, there are so many people who travel with their children. People talk about them because they are public figures. If we don't talk about you, you don't get views. Who would have known you if it were not for reactors, or if it were not for Amura Senso, whom you met, and brought you here? Because if it maybe he would have met you and just put you in the house, you would not be familiar like this. But because you are out there in the public, you put your videos in public. You announce your maybe birth, whatever, when you are going to have your baby, where and time. So you still, you bring your things out here. You talk about your things out here, and then you want them to still be private. I don't think that can happen, and that will never work. So we are going to check all this where now the Rosio mom is saying people want her to be carrying the bag when they are walking around, baby bag to put diapers, baby diapers, the clothes to change. But now she's coming out to say she cannot be walking with the printed animal print bags, because she's carrying that small one, because she's the one who's starting to carry that now, because the bags which she's talking about, people have come out, people have been using baby bags. Celebs, big celebs, leave alone you. Because when you are carrying it, it is not about you, it is about the baby. These diapers are not for you, they are for baby. And then she's talking about, she's carrying them just in case. When someone talk about just in case, because now this is the baby who is supposed to be changed, it's like now they wait until the baby is soaked. Because assume now you carried just two or one, because that kabag, let me say it, kabag, it is small, you cannot put so many things there. It's either one diaper or two, and then maybe one maybe a vest, and there's no socks in there, you see. So maybe you use this one, and then they get finished, because you make the baby to stay longer with the diapers, the baby will burn. But because you want to model, you are modeling. Your mom took care of you while your mom was using the bag. That is why you are healthy. You want to put your child, because now you in maybe a new world, modern science world. Now you want to carry a small thing because you want to show people things have changed. Things have changed now. You don't need to carry those big bags because you are different. You are someone who is exposed. Eh? But with the children, they don't know that exposure you're talking about. Their bodies can change, their temperature can change any time of the hour. They don't care who you are. So that is that. So we are going to check all that. So I want us to start. I want to start putting the receipt, because we will put receipt and we talk about the receipt as we move ahead. So receipt by receipt, just like that. We hear Rocío, how Rocío is trying to call us pasito.
So yeah, well, very, very nice at the end. At the end, we have to trust the judgment of Rocío and Mara on this journey. They have always made prudent decisions. One love. Thank you, Guinero. Yes, for sure. A lot of water. And absolutely, yes, absolutely. We cannot be just making stupid decisions, because we are on responsibility of someone that cannot make decisions by himself, which is Maisha. So we need to do the best. And even though people criticize us a lot for our decisions, which I think Maro has spoken about that on his channel, and yeah, it's been, I tried to, how can I say, I don't want to get myself into this drama, or I don't want to consume this energy, but I had to set limits on my Instagram account. Guys, if you don't follow me, you can go follow me on Rocabrera Music. That's my Instagram, and also my other music channel. Always Rocabrera Music at the end. And I had to set some boundaries and tell people, please stop telling me what to do with my baby, because I want to experience my own way of being a mother. I have my surroundings, I have my good examples, I have my people teaching me, and but I'm not gonna put socks on Maisha with 40 degrees. I'm not gonna put socks on Maisha when we are traveling in the summer. And sometimes I don't see a diaper bag. No, I'm not gonna carry a diaper with animals like a baby stuff. No. I try to be too fashion for that. I have my own cross bag, which it looks like I don't carry anything, but I carry a whole new outfit, diaper, sweater, pants, socks for Maisha, just in case. Just in case. So it's really, really annoying sometimes.
So that is Rocío mom trying to tell us now she cannot carry the bag, baby bag, because of those animal prints. She said that she always carry that cross bag where she put her things, Maisha's things, because now it is not about Maisha she's talking about, because she's trying to model herself, because she want her looks to be okay, not walking on the seat with the bag. You are a mom. And I remember during that, because she's talking about just in case. Remember when they were in that city, the largest city in Argentina, Buenos Aires, I think so, Buenos Aires. It rained, it was drizzling, and they were walking on the street. What did they do? Mura had to give the jacket, baby jacket, and you could still see the baby's legs were still hanging. They were not socks, and they were being rained on. Why did you remove the jacket? Because you didn't carry the things of baby. Because as a mother, sometimes even the umbrella, you should have that small umbrella. Does not make you to look, maybe if you carry baby bag, you look ugly or you look different. You will always be you. But because you have a baby at that time, even the people who are seeing you, maybe you want to show that you are still whole, you look like this sexy what. At a time of maybe when your baby is growing, mothers, they don't live their life, they give their life to the baby, because you are saying just in case. When you say just in case, maybe the baby can just use the things which you maybe like a diaper, and then it gets soak. So by the time you are going to remove the baby, because maybe you are just carried through, you never know with the baby. Their body can change, the stomach can run. You see, and then what will you do? Is that now when you are going to change the baby, and that can burn the baby? So when people are advising you, because your Instagram and Mura Sensor Instagram is full, and you don't want people to tell you about how to maybe go about how to raise your child, and this child is not yours alone. That thing you have to know. Even as your mother, the moment you give birth to a child, it does not belong to you. Maybe I think that is what you don't understand. A child belongs to the community. Even maybe assume now you are in the rural home. You cannot maybe just mistreat a child and people just stand there and watch you, because this child is you who gave birth to that child. And this is the reason why you find people are trying to advise you, because the things which you are doing, you don't do them correctly. Like now you're talking about the bag you're carrying. Do you think that bag is enough? Assume now one day you'll be walking, you don't have an umbrella, maybe you left the jacket, the weather was good while you are leaving the house, and then all of a sudden the rain is there, you have the baby. What will you do? So when you see mothers carrying this bag, not because it is they want to carry them, they just carry them, like you say, just in case, because you are having a little one. When you are walking with a little one, you never know what can happen. That's why people carry spares, many things with them when they walk, not because they cannot swag, not because they are not sexy. No, no, no. Because they think of the baby more than they think about themselves. That is the reason why people advise you, because people who advise you are people who love you. But you think people who love you is people who donate to you. And the people who are talking about you, telling you about how the baby should be, how you should carry the baby. And you see these people are as haters. Why would people hate you? Someone hates you and comes and tells you what to do. No, 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 no. If someone hates you, they will let you suffer. But people who come and tell you, they follow you in your Instagram, they follow Mura there, they come to your YouTube, they comment there, you talk about bad about them, you call them haters, because this thing of haters, even your subscribers, then they come to our channel. Someone have just maybe have talked about something and have given the receipt. You find someone coming and writing something funny there, saying, oh, you hate. You ask them, is this hate? They don't have anything to say because that thing, that word hate already, it is in your mind. All your people, the people who follow you, all their mind is just, they took one thing from you, hate. Because hate is a very strong word, even if maybe you are using it. Hate is a very strong word for someone to use. This is someone, this person hates me. Because if someone hates you, real hate, if you know the real hate, those people cannot even watch you. Those people cannot even want anything to do with you because they hate you. Anything you do, they cannot even relate to whatever you do. But here I sit here and I watch you 24/7 and I hate you. You think I can hate you and watch you at the same time? So just calm down and you'll be as a public figure. You chose to be a public figure. You followed a public figure. You brought the child in this life. You made him be public. So you have to deal with it.
We put a lot of effort in creating our content, and the comments are put socks to Maisha. And I do understand, that even my mom, she mentioned this before. I know maybe in the old generations, doctors used to tell you babies need to be totally covered all the time, socks all the time, and a blanket on top, and not in summer, clearly not in summer. The same way that even my own pediatrician was telling me that she used to tell parents to make babies sleep on his belly. And now the science has proven that babies need to sleep on his tummy, or opposite, on his tummy, and then they need to sleep looking up, She was the one telling me, the way I used to teach before, I cannot teach that way anymore. Same with the socks. Babies regulate their temperature with socks. So putting socks on the baby actually can ruin his development a lot. The way
Rocío, mom, you're saying putting the baby socks in the baby can ruin their development. I've never heard that. And why would you, maybe this is your firstborn child? Let me just maybe talk, maybe as a hater, also someone who loves you and loves your baby. This is your firstborn child, and you know how to get children, how it is to bring children in the world the way it is. Some cannot even get a chance to bring children in the world. There are people, families out there who are looking for children. Would you put your child as an example? Why would you try? Would you want to try because you've been told this is your firstborn, you've never done ABCD, and then you want to put your first child like a trial? You want to test things with your child to see if it is working. Like now, the doctors, the scientists have said this. So you are experimenting with your baby. Who does that? Okay, they have said, but I would still follow the old procedure. I will not use my baby or experiment with my baby. Eh? Yeah, because all along you've been seeing baby wearing socks, babies being covered. And now you want yours because you are following what is happening, what you are told. Now you want to put your baby at risk because you are experimenting. Experimenting, yes. Why would you do that? If you love your baby, you will not even hear this thing. You will go as per what you've been seeing people doing. Huh? That is what you follow. But if you want your baby, each time you Google, the things which you get after Googling is the thing you want to impose in the baby, on the baby. I don't think that is right because that is now where you are going wrong. Don't Google everything and you put them on the baby. Do the things which you've seen, things which have worked for others. Do that. But don't bring everything new to technology on your baby. You are firstborn, you are only child, you want to experiment the things which are being said now, you impose them all. And then you will come here and start crying, oh, don't come here. When you get problem, which I'm not maybe I want because I love the baby, you just go and tell Mura. Don't bring it here on live stream. You go with Mura, you finish with Mura, because you cannot experiment these things with your baby because the scientists have said this. My doula have said that doula who was telling you, did she do that? Did they do that to their children? Why are they bringing it to your child? This is your firstborn child. And why do you allow that? So if people are advising you, take advice. No, it is either you take or don't take, but don't come here and say people hate you. People don't hate you. And don't try to advise or teach people who have experience, somebody like me. I have experience. It doesn't matter whether your child is born this year and mine was born which year. They were all, even that one was also a baby. This one is also a baby. Nothing is going to change. That thing is going to change. Whether they are, I used to carry with a bag with a printed maybe animal bag. It's nothing. It's not going to change. Even maybe you carry your things in a maybe a crossed bag. You are a mother. You are a mother. Period. So let's continue here on Rosio Mom, because you know Rosio Mom, when Rosio Mom comes out and start talking, most of the things are just things which she doesn't do. Nobody told her. She just come up with things. She's someone who can just create something there. Because she knows it all, so she can just create. Remember how she lies here? She's lying here now saying, someone asked talk about the hair and said, oh, the hair is beautiful. She's saying she has never maybe changed her hair. Her hair is always natural. One of our reactors on trending brought the different colors of Rocío Mom, blue, green, which she had dyed. And there she's sitting there talking about, oh, I've never dyed my hair. Go and check Rocío's video. Those who are maybe might come here and say, oh, go and check Rocío's video, Rocío Cabrera music. Check the airs which she's been making. They're different colors. And now she's coming here saying, oh, I've never done, because she's lying. She's lying. Before, when she was in Abawansi, she was talking about how she used to maybe grow with the children, her sister's children. Oh, now she knows how to go about the baby. It is not going to be new, something new. When she got her baby, they came live and they used to come on live stream asking people, what should we do? How should we lay our baby? Should the baby sleep with the belly? Should the baby sleep like this? Huh? Why were you asking these people out here, when you know you can Google and you know you have professional around you? After getting information from people who loves you out here, then you come and rub all this nonsense in our faces or their faces. Oh, now we have professional. But when you are looking for help, you never had this professional. Where have you gotten these professionals? Where? Google or maybe Instagram. Where have you gotten them? Because each time you have problem, even Mura says, so when he has problems, he comes at here crying, oh, we don't sleep, we don't. So during that time, you are not sleeping. Why were you not going to professional? You are coming to these people whom now you are calling haters. Hmm? That time you needed help from them, but now you call them haters. You call people haters because after giving you the tips, then after knowing, now you'll take that tips maybe as if it is yours. Maybe you Google it, and someone from the audience told you about it, but you change it to be your own maybe making or knowledge. Anyway, let's continue.
The way that they tag the different superficies. I don't know how to say it in English right now, but my doctor, my midwife, and my doula, that they have worked with babies, they know, they have a lot of ancestral knowledge with babies. They tell me, don't put socks on the baby. And I'm not gonna put socks on a very hot day. So, yeah, we had to came with Mara to notice that there was a lot of this, right? And not just this comment, also what this thing brings after this, right? Like treating us as very bad parents, like a lot of course there were very stupid comments about it, coming from haters for sure, because they don't know how to say anything smart. But a lot of you that I know, you love us and you really care about us, but also allow us to be parents and trust that we seek for information. We do our research even before Maisha come into this world. So the socks things is a very funny thing. It's a very funny thing. But babies don't need socks. Even sometimes we have they have in situations where it was a little bit cold, and not even too cold because we are in summer once again, and since we are traveling, we are in hotter places than even my city. My city sometimes get cold. Bro, there's a loud noise in the background. It's the AC, probably. It's the AC, and I need it. So today we have AC music background. There have been some days when we actually, maybe it was a little bit cold for us, and we put Maisha all of his clothes and socks and everything. When I feel that Maisha's feet are cold, I put I put socks on Maisha, and sometimes we see other babies with no socks at all, no pants at all, and yeah, also new discoveries in science, and same, I don't know, probably even us, maybe me as a baby, I was carrying socks all the time, or our parents, they used to give us yogurt. Now it's discovered that you don't have to give yogurt to a baby, So yeah, it's a lot of new information that the science has been advancing and discovering this is actually good, this is actually not good.
So, Mauricio, ma'am, you are talking about the science, new maybe things which our people have now come to know. Are you telling me there's also new creation, right? Babies are being created differently as the way they used to be created? Because when you are bringing now science in, it's like now things have changed, even the way maybe babies are being created. So I don't think there you are doing justice to Maisha, because if you are doing this thing because of your knowledge, but treat the baby as a human being who has come into this life. When people tell you do this, do that, don't be hyper, because I don't know what you've taken. Because today the way you talk is like now you talk like someone who has now graduated from the knowledge of maybe how to raise a baby. You've been maybe seeing professionals, and now this issue of socks. Okay, depends with where you are. When the weather is warm or very hot, no one has told you to put the socks on the baby. Even me, I cannot tell you to put the socks on the baby, because the baby's feet also has to be free. But people are advising you because it is something which you've been doing quite often, even when you are in a molded platter. During that period of time, you were also not putting socks on the baby's feet, and the baby was very young. And you're forgetting this baby is just 3 months old. That is the concern. When people are advising you, they are not telling you, forcing you, but they're just looking at the baby's age, and maybe feeling sorry, or maybe something can happen to the baby, not because they are forcing you to do it. If you feel the weather is hot, then you don't put. But I don't think it should be an issue when someone tries to advise you. You can either just do, if you feel the weather is okay, you just be without, don't put the socks. But if the weather is not okay, that is why people are telling you be carrying, because you never know. This is now when this bag is needed. You never know. But you coming hyper is like now you are trying now to teach people. You are very new in this game, very new. Even if maybe you are googling, you are very very new, because what I see, you are doing experiment. You are experimenting with your baby. Because all these things you are doing, you are seeing other people doing, but you have never done it. Maybe the people you are seeing, they've had babies, they never had any problem with their babies when they were doing such kind of thing. But you, this is your first born. You have no idea. So always don't check that baby, that person baby is okay. I saw that baby without socks, so mine also should work with. We have different maybe immune system. We have, how do I put it? We have different, even blood group, we are different. We are created differently. So that other baby you saw maybe walking without a shirt, without maybe socks, maybe yours, if yours try like that, he might catch some cold. So always don't see, maybe if that one is walking without, even mine should walk without. We are different. Children are also different. Okay? So always listen to what people are telling you. But what my advice is, don't experiment uh, with all these things you are talking about. This you are know it all. Don't put it in the baby. And don't experiment the life you want to live with too much. No, don't put it in the baby. Treat the baby as a baby. Let when a baby grows, let him decide the type of life he want to live. But don't bring this too much no on the baby, because it's becoming too much. Bashito. That is how we've been insulted, mbasito mbasito.
For babies, for adults, for children, for animals, for plants, for everything. So yeah, it's been a little bit annoying for us. I didn't want to get too much into this energy. But imagine, I think every mom goes through this. Even in small circles, chosen family, when you are become a mom for the first time and you want to do, you're actually doing your best as a mom. You're doing your best. You're studying. You're researching. You are trying to improve. You're getting to know, oh, what happens when baby's 1 month? What happens when baby's 2 months? What baby's supposed to do at 3 months? And you have a bunch of people around you, your family telling you what to do, what to do, what to do. And that is very annoying for a mom in just a normal environment. Imagine us that we are, that we are in to the public eye and people give some opinions about me drinking water, me breathing, me doing my hair like this, us wearing Maisha socks or no socks. Imagine how is the process of our life, right? Yes, we choose this, but we don't really choose what comes to us with it. We just putting our hearts out and also sharing a lot of things, sharing our experiences. And
The moment you choose to put your life out there, even the way you are drinking water out there, that life is no longer yours. It is not private, because if you wanted to drink that water in private, you would have gone inside, drink that water. So we would not see that water. But the moment you highlight your life out there, you spread it out there, everybody sees. So you do have no control of what people are going to say. Yours is just maybe you listen, move on, and don't talk about it. But you cannot control now something which is in the public. It is in public domain. Anybody can read it, anybody can watch it. You don't want it to be watched. You don't want your baby to be, maybe people to help you how to take care of your baby. Put your videos in private. Don't privatize your videos. But if they are in public, huh? You have nothing to say. So you get annoyed, you don't get annoyed, you feel you are tired, you just can't go out of YouTube. But talking about people not to maybe talk about things which are in public, I don't think even the people you are seeing now, like maybe haters, assume now these haters of this generation goes out or leave it, the others will come out, because obvious your videos will be still in public domain. So let's hear how is she talking then. I don't want the video to be that long, because Rocío, you know how Rocío is nagging. Rocío is someone who thinks she knows everything and she want to control people. She cannot control us, because we want to control us, don't upload videos. That one, now you will control us. But the moment your videos are out like this, we are with your videos. We'll check them. If I get something to talk about, I will always come and talk about, because YouTube allows it. It is a niche. You don't want, you don't post. That is the thing.
like it, a lot of people doesn't. And a lot of people is very envy of our life, so they just want to throw their frustration, right? So that's what I always call parasites. You know, people. Some people laugh when I call them parasites. Some people hate me for calling them parasites. But they are people that sucks your energy. We all have that. Even in our regular life, we have friends that pretend to like us and actually they don't. People are very jealous. When you are shining, when you bright light, those type of energy comes to you because they want to absorb your life. Imagine.
Rocío is now taking this word of envy. People are envying their life, people who have made in life. So Rocío, if someone asks you, what is it that people might sit down and envy you, because you think you are just taking things about the things which Mura Senso is talking about. Because if it is about envying, what is it that people might envy about you, or the life which people envy, your life, the life which you are living? You and Mura Senso, you are not even married. So how can someone envy a life full of maybe mystery? Mura has not proposed to you. You've been crying for this, you're not getting. You're looking for emerald everywhere, you are not being given. You are not even engaged yet. You took a man from Kenya, took him to your family's home without even engagement, no marriage, no proposal. He's not even talking about, is that the life you want people to envy? So what is there for people to envy? If someone might ask you, because sometimes when you sit down there, don't just talk because you are talking, maybe you are replying to the messages which you got in your video. Sometimes think, these people you are talking about, you don't know them. You don't know how people live out here. You just know yours, which is now, I don't see anything to maybe to envy. Huh? What is it that you've achieved in life for which people maybe feel bad about? Because you say people see you when you are growing. What is it? Because the people whom you are talking about, these are all YouTubers. People are YouTubers here. You work for Google, I work for Google, the other person like that. So why would people envy you? What have you done that people might maybe envy you? Because the life which you are talking about, I don't see it. I don't see it because you are not even engaged, Mura Senso. You are not even married. You are an official girlfriend. So what is it? Because you have to tell us, because I've done this, I married a billionaire, I did this and that, because you are still out there. The life which you are living, even you yourself, you don't even know. So who would want such a life? Who is going to envy that? So don't just talk. Don't just say because now you are sitting there, you are throwing your hand, you think now you are in maybe defensive side, so you can say anything you want because people are reacting upon you. No, no, no. No, nothing. No one can envy the life you are living. No, no one. Because number one, it is a life of begging. You beg, your so-called boyfriend begs. You live in a begging life. Anything you do, you have to beg out here. Hmm? What is it that one would want? People who cannot use their money, the money which you want, you don't use. You have to ask people for everything. So what life is that? What have you made? Eh? What have you made? Better someone who don't have, maybe does not travel but can pay their bills. Huh? Bill is bill. It doesn't matter how much you pay. Maybe my bill is 50 shillings. So long as I pay it, I'm good. Huh? You see? So you don't have a life for envy. So that is that from me. Let's continue.
We have the courage to express ourselves on social media. This comes, even it's bigger. The thing is bigger. Just it's very, I know it's very hard to have the empathy with us because if you don't go through it, sometimes you just don't know what it feels. But imagine someone telling you what to do as a mom, new mom, and you have your auntie, your mom, your friend, and then everybody telling you what you should be doing with your baby. Imagine multiplied by hundreds. By hundreds. When you know in your heart you are doing your best and you are a good mom. You are, because your baby is beautiful, your baby is healthy, your baby is smiling all day. There's nothing like my baby's crying left, right, center. I don't know what to do. We have, oh, he just fell asleep. He's learning to fall asleep by himself now, which is amazing because I was taking my long time just carrying him, making him to sleep, and now he just.
The growth of the baby is not you who is making the baby to grow. We ask Mura Senso, he grew, but he grew in a very bad, maybe, environment. So you see the baby growing, the baby is healthy. That does not come from you. That is God's work. Remember when people were telling you, hold the baby well, because Mura Senso used to hold, even you holding the baby with the legs. So when people told Mura Senso, he changed. I think these are the things which people want to see. People don't want to engage you with maybe argument, fight about right, forth, and whatever. No, no, no. People just want you to take advice which they are giving you. Mura Senso said nowadays, when he's carrying the baby, he's carrying the baby holding the head and the neck, because when people are talking, they're talking, which age is this baby? If this baby was a baby who is running, can run, well, still, maybe people would not be telling you do this, do that, because the baby is still young. That is why people are telling you, and you're saying you're a new mom. So if you are a new mom, please relax. Don't behave like you know everything. Just relax. You don't need to take everything, and you're calling people a bunch of people there. This bunch of people, these are people who have made you now sit there. Remember how you used to be. You never had a YouTube channel. These people made you be who you are today. But now you call them a bunch of, you see, people who don't know what they don't know nothing. They have never raised a baby. They have never traveled with their babies. You call these people names. People who feed you. People who make you travel. and you only maybe recognize the 3 or 4 who are sending you like $20, $30, $50, the ones whom you are going to maybe take to Mujabo Hanset, drive in your safari cars, slaughter goats for. But the rest who are advising you, you call them names, you sit there, you throw your hands pointing at them. You see? And these people are going to be here for you. As we are going to sit here in a corner talking every now and then. eh? So I don't think I should continue because the video is just about that, talking about how they met Mura Senso. Let me see if I can get that part because part of the baby, you heard her, she doesn't want to be told anything, she knows it, she's Googling. Science is saying in this way, the doulas have told her to do this. Who are you to tell her to do this? This is her baby. They know what to do with the baby, but we cannot sit here see you doing the wrong thing to the baby just because you said you don't want people to advise you. Will still tell you because the baby, the once the baby is born, is not for you. It is the baby, and this baby is for everyone. We love the baby, and that's why we cannot let you people, you sleep in your job and then we just let you be. No, let me see if I can get this part.
Worst case scenario. I think we need to shift that and think about trust. I trust you that you are doing your things. I'm not gonna worry because I trust you. That's not very energy. The energy of worrying is very low vibration. It's very low vibration.
So now are you talking about yourself? Because the other day you were not trusting Mura Senso. Because you don't trust Mura Senso. This is the reason why even maybe you are saying people who does not trust, they have low vibration. So do you have low vibration? Because you never trust Mura Senso. That is why you are stick with Mura Senso, walking with Mura Senso, traveling with Mura Senso with a small baby because you don't trust him. So you will have low vibration. Don't think you are telling other people it is you. This one points at you. Why are you traveling with Mura Senso with a small baby like this? Your things are, if you are married to Mura Senso, as you say, my husband, and look at your home back home. That home needs you. Why are you traveling with Mura? Said, why can't you advise Mura? Let me run, go back home and see what is happening. You get me home. But why? Because you don't trust Mura Senso. You don't have any trust. So your vibration is very low.
Can you imagine people writing they don't want to see you travel with Mara? Yeah, and I've heard a lot of things. Now they think that they can schedule our life, right? And Marwa and I, we connected for being travelers, and one of our reasons we are together is because we say let's go travel together, let's make a life traveling. So, haters, is I mean, what can I say? If you want a version of Marwa that still going to the nightlife in Colombia, you don't love Marwa. You don't love him because you don't want to see his growth. You don't want change. So you probably are a person that lack of change. So you don't upgrade yourself and you pretend that others are not going to upgrade. I met Marwa in a synergy. We made a synergy, like our energies were totally compatible because he and me, we were both ready to create a family. We were ready to be with someone. We were ready for change in our lives. So it's not that I met Marwa inside of a nightclub and I told him, come with him, let's make babies. Not at all. But how can you explain that to people who doesn't really give a
Stop consoling yourself, Rocío mom, because you're talking of maybe Colombia. Mura Senso still have those things, all those maybe thoughts in his mind. That's why you're not engaged. Why are you not engaged if maybe you were compatible, you met and then you decided to travel together because you are a traveler? Where were you traveling? I thought you were dancing in Mexico. Was that traveling? Because I've heard you talking about how me, I'm a traveler, but I've never seen places where you travel. If it is from your country to Mexico, is that what you call traveling? Like now, me, I go to Tanzania or Uganda. I call that traveling. You've not started traveling. You just started traveling with Mura Senso when you started maybe visiting African countries. And then you are talking about how maybe you are compatible. If maybe people are still talking about Marwa the way he was in Colombia, then we don't love Marwa. So it is Marwa himself to decide on this, not you either. Because decision lies on Marwa. If it were you ran because you thought maybe you would remove Mura's Senso idea from maybe Colombia. How many times do you work with Mura Sensor? Each buildings you work, he always remind this building it looks like Colombia. This one looks like the one in Colombia. This accent is like Colombia because that one is stuck in his mind. Watch Mura Sensor videos, you'll hear how Mura Sensor, wherever he goes, he relate places with Colombia. Everything is Colombia. The villa where you are going to stay in, maybe Nyabohanse, it is named after Colombia's villa or city, right? So now you are talking about if you talk about this thing, you don't love Marwa. Depends. It depends who loves Marwa, who does not. Because you cannot force people to love Marwa. Why would people love Marwa? Why? Does Marwa love people? Why would people love Marwa? For if I may ask you. Hmm? If you when you went to Nyabohanse, you had not even maybe reached that maybe the issue of maybe agreement, you are going to have a baby. Huh? You just made yourself to have all these things because you wanted to tie Mura Senso. Tying him, maybe think he's going to engage. You've tried all these things, collecting stones in River Nyantonyo everywhere. Eh? Mura is not of that. Mura has stood on his ground. Because you're forcing this, oh, my husband, oh, we are compatible. I'm telling you, as a lady, someone who is older than you, 100 times, you don't force marriage. Marriage cannot be forced. If Mura want to marry you, don't force him. Don't even try to remove this thing of Colombia. If you want to remove these things he was doing in this club, because I see you talk about them, you feel bad. Didn't you have a boyfriend yourself? The other day you brought a man in Mura's face, didn't you? Why did you do that? So you think Mura is just going to forget his people like that because you just bumped into Mura Senso in Mexico? So don't think people envy your life. People are just trying to advise you, but don't bring things which maybe might trigger people to be coming here and talk things which are not right. We just wish you well. We want the baby to be okay. We want you to be okay. But don't force yourself to call yourself wife. Let Mura engage you. Your tradition and African tradition are very different. African, maybe there is that come we stay marriage. But yours does not allow. Why do you want to become African? You are a Mzungu. Why are you becoming an African? Anyway, let's leave it as such. I want to end my video here. Thank you so much for watching. Let Rocío keep on yapping, calling at Mbaseto, Mapiso Mapaso. I don't know all those things. So that is all I have for you. Thank you so much, and God be with you. See you again in my next video. Bye. Thank you so much.